In a quiet, sun-drenched village nestled between rolling hills, lived a man named Devendra. He was the richest man in the village, owner of fields that stretched beyond the horizon, a mansion larger than the local school, and more wealth than he could ever spend. But with all his riches, Devendra was known not for generosity, but for pride. He rarely spoke to villagers unless it was business, and he believed that poverty was the result of laziness. Just a mile away, in a crumbling shack near the river, lived a poor boy named Arjun with his ailing mother. Arjun was only 10, but already shouldered the weight of an adult. Every morning before sunrise, he would walk to the village square to sell guavas from the tree that grew behind their hut, the only thing of value they had. One hot summer day, Devendra rode through the market in his horse cart, inspecting things for a new farm project. As he passed, his eyes landed on Arjun, who was standing barefoot on the scorching stones, holding a basket of guavas and shouting, "Sweet guavas! Fresh from the tree!" Devendra, curious more than anything, stopped his cart. "How much for one?" he asked. "2 rupees, sir," Arjun said, his eyes wide. He had never spoken directly to the rich man before. Devendra took a coin from his pocket, tossed it, and without waiting for the guava, said, "Keep the change." He turned his cart and rode off. The boy blinked, confused, but smiled. That 2 rupee coin bought medicine for his mother that evening. The next morning, Devendra rode past again. The boy was there, waving. "Guava today, sir." This time, Devendra took 1 guava and paid 5 rupees. The next day, 10. And so it became a strange little ritual. Every morning, Devendra bought a guava, sometimes not even taking it, and paid more than it's worth. It began as a whim, a small amusement in his routine, but over weeks, something began to shift. He started asking the boy questions, about his life, his mother, the guava tree. He learned that Arjun took care of everything, cooking, cleaning, even teaching himself to read using old newspapers. One morning, when Arjun didn't appear at his usual spot, Devendra grew restless. He waited, then finally rode to the shack by the river. He found Arjun inside, sitting by his mother's bedside, eyes red with worry. She was burning with fever. Without a word, Devendra stepped in. That evening, a doctor from the city arrived at the hut. Medicine, food, a new bed, all arranged quietly. When Arjun asked why, Devendra simply said, "You reminded me of something I'd forgotten long ago." And he had. Years ago, as a young boy, Devendra's family had struggled too. His father once said, "When you have more than you need, build longer tables, not higher walls." Devendra had forgotten that, buried it under layers of gold and pride. Over time, Devendra became a different man. He opened a school in the village, offered free meals to children, and hired locals on his lands at fair wages. But he never boasted. When people asked what changed him, he would smile and say, "A guava." As for Arjun, he grew up to be a teacher, the first in his family to go to college, thanks to a scholarship quietly arranged by Devendra. And every year, on the first day of school, he brought a basket of guavas to share with his students, telling them, "Kindness is like fruit from a tree. Give it freely, and it keeps growing."